Alright.
I have no clue where we are.
Welcome
I think
back.
we're still at Guild.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, we're still at Gil.
Okay,
Don't
yeah.
worry, baby.
Let's see if we fucked around or anything in the meantime.
No. The only thing we're fucking around with is Gil, baby.
Alright,
we,
yeah.
we ain't cheating on our little baby Gil.
We're gonna smack the shit out
He's
of him.
gonna be our baby daddy, don't worry.
Alright, so we discovered the silent episodes today.
Very fun.
Don't worry about it. Man, just think back about all the times when Windows has screwed us over, right?
It's uncountable.
Like either Windows or programs made by Microsoft. Like it has been. So Windows updates, especially the big updates, have fucked up our episodes. What else? Oh, Skype. For some reason.
Skype is just a fucking virus.
Like Skype, having Skype installed for some reason completely demolished the
and let's be honest.
recording quality for at the time. Like you'll remember one of the Portal 2 episodes, the single player playthrough, where one of the episodes, like it's I think we titled it literally deep fried audio or something.
Yeah.
Deep fried crispy audio, and and that, well, the cause behind that was Skype as well, and we had a big rant about it. We were very upset about it.
It's 2020. Who the fuck uses Skype?
Yeah, that's
Get Discord.
I'm pretty sure at the time I was using it for because like one of my interns for some reason uses Skype, whatever. But yeah, no, but like the amount of episodes that we've also just like thrown away just from the fact that like Windows just won't cooperate. And it's strange because it's been so long. See, like Windows has been a thing for for more than 20 years now.
Yeah, way more.
Way more.
I think 25.
You know, because that especially gives it to me, like, you've had a long time to make sure this sort of thing like what makes it that Windows consistently changes audio settings to different, sometimes even completely random settings. Like,
yeah,
for some reason, like the other day, one of my microphones was completely muted. Like the one that like the normal one that I used, I was suddenly on my webcam audio, which was of course very bad. So I was like, what the fuck? And then I found out, yeah, it not only set it to my webcam, but then when I set it back to the right microphone, it had muted it, and I was like, why? What's the point in that? And there's also been a new development within Discord where it will now ask me every single day if I want to switch microphones.
Yeah, I've had that problem for like the last 2 months, but now it's not been doing it anymore because I've just told it to stop asking for some. For me,
I
reason.
recently, well, I also clicked like don't ask me again, and then I updated Discord and it just started again. So now I'm just like, fuck. That's the whole thing that I mean with updates and settings. Like, oh, I hate it so much. Like, I hate it when I take the time to set up things, like make sure that everything is configured and like the settings are correct and all that good shit.
Fuck off.
And there's always a fucking setting that'll just change. Like, it's really frustrating when that just suddenly changes out of nowhere. You know, when you're taking your time to configure it, it's just like, why aren't you saving my settings for longer than an update? Like, why is an update so detrimental to my system when you claim that it's a security update, but you still need to
fuck up my every other setting?
Well, that's the thing. It's not even all of my settings. It's very specifically the audio settings that it has. If it was like, for example, something like my video center, whatever, like, I could reconcile with the fact that if it were more than just audio settings, but it's always the audio settings. And you're probably at home thinking, oh man, Brian, you just did something weird with your computer's audio drivers.
No.
I installed the motherboard's audio drivers. I got OBS installed and Discord, and that's it. Because other than that, it's all hardware. Like this sound you're hearing is straight from our mixer. It's like we have a mixer set up, but even that it just is being seen by Windows as a USB microphone. It's not like It's not like Windows is just like, oh, you know, this is some kind of magical device that, because it's oftentimes, and even if it were that, it also messes with my volume settings from programs, like for no real reason. Because again, I only use my speaker's preamp to change my volume. So it's weird that it does that. It's very strange that it does that, and I still haven't figured out how to prevent it. Like if there were some kind of program that makes Windows lose all its rights to my audio settings,
that would be great.
Like that would be amazing, because that way, you know, I could actually keep things working
without having to fucking get a nervous breakdown whenever my fucking computer doesn't update. Be like, oh,
it's so upsetting though.
Let's hope that all fucking audio recordings are normal. Let's hope that when I start up a game, my ears don't get blasted. Like,
of all things, audio seems to be the one thing that developers cannot deal with, and that's a very annoying thing to me. It's just like, oh man, like stop having this be so finicky and broken in 2020. Come on, man. Come on, man. Now I know you nerds at home are going like, Brian, you're not even using Arch Linux. What the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm just like, bruh,
not that much of a nerd.
I may be a nerd, but I'm still an idiot. Might surprise you, nerds can be idiots too.
Not all smart men are wise, and not all wise men are smart, eh?
Exactly.
Whoa, stop breaking me.
Oh man. Like this first stage we've got completely under control, but I feel like with the second stage it's
a little more RNG.
Well, yeah, because it's the most difficult part with the second stage is finding the right moment to take a drink. Here you have a lot more opportunities too, but in the second phase it's more of a continuous roll fest, a continuous dodge fest. So I'm just kind of like, how am I gonna get through the second stage? How are we gonna get through that second stage and third phase, for that matter?
It's gonna get good.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm just trying to figure out. Ooh, you too.
I'm semi good at getting him just at last second. Oh, I did lose the hell for it. Good. All right.
You did hit one another.
Fair enough.
Fair trade. Oh man, that cape. Like, that's the real punishing thing about this fight. And it's also like, you know you're fucked when the guy that was crawling like a madman has just gotten up from his 2 feet and is now standing up straight. Oh, and I love the fact that he's just slightly taller than you as well. It makes it real imposing without being too extravagant. Oh, mate, that's great. Good job. Oh,
ooh, we did a swing around instead of the up thing you usually do.
Oh, shit.
Should have taken a little more distance.
So it is once again time for Brian's little anime corner. Hey, how you guys doing?
I've been thinking actually about watching Tower of God. It looks real cool.
Dude, it's I was just about to talk about Tower of God.
Like the animation looks real great. So I was like, I gotta watch this.
I was dead ass about to talk about that show.
Well, it's a good show, apparently.
How did you know? But yeah, it is. It's a lot of fun.
It looks fucking epic.
But yeah, the interesting thing is, it's if this show is successful and works out well, we might see a lot more manhwa adaptation, a lot more Korean webcomic, and perhaps even Chinese webcomic adaptation.
A lot of webtoon shit.
Well, it's mostly about the fact that they might start adapting things from stories from other countries. Which is very interesting because it opens up a whole new world of like really good stories.
You didn't want to let go
because Tower of God is a Korean webcomic.
Yeah, I know. Like on webtoons, it got real popular and shit.
Yes,
like, it's great. I actually subscribe to a couple of webtoons.
So it's But yeah, it's really fun show, and I'm currently on the 4th episode I made. This show, I was thinking like at first like the plot seems like, oh, this is like some typical shonen, hundreds of episodes down the line. I'm 4 episodes in and I'm already wondering where the fuck are they gonna take it next then, because that was supposed to be the main plot, and if that's the main plot, what the fuck is going like? And then, but one thing that's annoying is because this one has been anticipated for a long time. A lot of people, Tower of God is like the Korean webcomic. It's like the most popular one, and I've seen so many comments from people who were like, yeah, it needs an adaptation, blah blah. But now that it's getting an adaptation, I guess because people have been waiting for so long for this.
It's not what they expected.
No. They're excited and they think it's great, blah blah. But I'm having like you get that thing where people are trying not to spoil, but they're saying just a little too much, even though you can tell like they're trying to be mysterious and vague about it, right? Like, ooh, I'm not really giving you a hint, but I am insinuating the entire plot of the rest of the anime. Ooh. And it's just like, man, fuck off. Don't tell me what to expect. Like, people going like, ooh, expect things to get all rowdy from here. And it's like, really, dog? Really? Like, seriously? Like, oh yeah, it's not explicitly a spoiler, but it's still implicitly a spoiler. Even though it's not explicit, you're still implying things that lead to spoilers when the reader thinks about it. And obviously, when I read something, I think about what I just read. But yeah, so that's a bit lame. Well, I guess that's what happens when you have a community of autistic nerds that sit home all day watching anime. Because let's face it, if you're commenting on a Reddit anime thread, that's likely who you are.
You're not doing a lot of other things.
Like those are mostly the people that I see commenting on those fucking threads. It's just the people who don't know how to keep their mouth shut.
Very calm and composed.
Exactly. Oh.
Hold on, Trippi Barber. I mean, you can beat him with one hand. I've seen him do it.
Yeah, I'm holding my controller off for Trippi while I have it.
But
so
yeah, I saw some highlights of the like fights, and I was like, oh my god, because that's my main thing.
Oh yeah,
anime.
It's basically a continuous tournament arc.
Yeah, but that's my main thing with anime. There's a reason they call it anime, it's because it's animated, and I like when they do something with that animated part.
Do you know Hunter x Hunter?
Yeah.
Do you know the exam arc?
Yes.
This is basically a continuous exam arc, and it's really good. Like, they're being forced to do all these crazy like tests and shit. It's so far a lot of fun, but yeah,
the animation just looks really fucking nice.
Oh yeah, it is.
It has a very... That's what I really enjoy about anime. The reason I started watching it is because you can do things that you can't do with a normal fucking film. Like, you can be creative with it. That's why I don't like a lot of these lovey-dovey shows, because like it's anime and it's like, come on, you could have done this with teenagers. And just a couple of actors, and you would have had the same show. But no, it's like, we're just gonna have boring animated stuff, and enjoy it.
Oh man, if you want a show that's like slice of life, really funny, and also
go watch it
a lot of fun to watch, but also has like beautiful art, go watch Kakushi Goto. It's a show about a manga artist who's trying to hide that fact from his daughter.
Yeah, I've heard about it. Looks really good.
Yeah, I'm just measuring for the audience.
Yeah, but
and dude writes erotic manga. Well, erotic manga. Basically dirty jokes manga, right? But his daughter thinks he's a salaryman because he doesn't want, his wife is dead. He's a single father. So he's trying to make sure that his daughter doesn't find out, doesn't get embarrassed, stuff like that. And it's really cute, but it's animated fucking beautifully.
Yeah, because when I looked at the animation, I was like, oh, looks like artsy.
Oh, dude, it's so
like
good.
That.
Like,
because
it's so
like,
good.
Oh, great. And there was this other one about like a couple, and they're kind of out of like they're in the 20s or something.
Oh yeah, that's
and that also looked very well animated. I was like, look, like that's where they use animation.
Yesterday?
Yeah, Sing Me Yesterday. That's the one. And I think I'm gonna watch that as well, because that looks
really
cool.
A lot about existentialism, about where am I taking my life, stuff like that.
Actual
very relatable for people like you and me who are like in our
Mate,
in our
the
20s,
other day
yeah.
I was smoking a cigarette with the team leader of the fucking fresh produce department.
Fuck it out.
And she was like, I was like, yo, you don't work a lot, do you? And she was like, yeah, they still do fucking HBO. I was like, oh yeah, like she was doing business or something. I was like, all right, so what do you want to do when you got that? They want to become like department manager or manager at the Dix. She was like, man, if I would have known that, and I was like, yep, every 20-year-old, am I right? If I would have known what I'm gonna do next, then great. But nope, no 20-year-old knows what they're gonna do.
I mean, I used to have a pretty detailed plan when I was like 14 and still hopeful.
Yeah.
But life got in the way.
Exactly.
Well, hey, I could have done it if I had a normal life, alright? If I had your life, I would have been an astronomer by now, alright? Shut up. Like, I don't need your sass. I was gonna be a physicist, man. I was gonna keep studying and studying until I got like a PhD and shit. I had a whole plan, man. I had a whole fucking plan.
And then when you got that PhD, you're like, wait, what am I doing here?
No, you don't understand. Me and my dad had a whole plan figured out. All I had to do was get high grades in my fucking CETO but then my life was so unstable at that point that I couldn't fucking bear with it due to all the stress and depression and shit. So I fucked it and ended up in one of the lowest levels of education. And now I've become too old to learn it at a proper level in order to get to the point where I could be a physicist, because I would have to take so many steps that by the time I graduate I'd be 30. And in the meantime I've already realized that my general intelligence probably isn't enough, and my ability to handle stress due to whatever the fuck you don't need to know is not enough to become a physicist. It's sad. That's a 20-year-old's life.
So I'll just become a comedic.
I'll just try my best at becoming some form of entertainer, because that's the only type of job I can see myself holding down without hanging myself.
Man, I tell literally everyone I work with, like, one of the main reasons I work here is just to crack jokes with people, man.
It's just to practice my improv.
It's hilarious. It's great. I love it.
Fucking Basil, I'll get you for that. There you go.
Oh.
Fucking smacking me like a bastard.
You're doing some good smackerinos on him.
Fuck you!
I like the attempt.
Fuck you!
Other than I damage though. That's not cactus.
Fuck you! Right in his face.
Oh yeah, maybe the lightning will be
No,
good. No, actually he's resistant to lightning. Never mind. Takes 1 damage.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot you did a third.
Yep. Oh,
fuck you.
Ballsy. Oh, yeah, baby. Tank that shit. Whoosh.
Yeah. Oh, the fucking cave delay. Fuck you. Oh!
Fuck you in the cape you rode into. Come on. Oh, that's.
I was trying to get away, but I couldn't lock off, and like I really wanted to keep this lit and keep smoking, but I couldn't eventually because I was talking too much and sad. But I hope you liked my attempt with like 1.5 hand. You couldn't see it, but I was holding this the whole damn time in my fucking hand. See ya.